Hi guys, here's Chef Earl again. Today I've got a great dessert for you, a classic Bakewell Tart. I'm going to do it from scratch, show you the pastry and the processes through it. So let's get on. So here we've got 150 grams of soft flour. To that I'm going to add some cubes of butter, what have been in the freezer for I'd say about 10 minutes just to harden up. It gives it a better rubbing consistency. So I'm going to add that to the flour. Cream it in a little, get it nipped in. Using my four fingers, my thumb and my big finger, and I'm just nipping. Try not to use the palm of my hands because that'll eat up the butter and releases the oil and gives you a more of an oily pastry. Get that halfway through so it's nice and incorporated. Then what we're going to do, we're going to add 2 level tablespoons of sugar, pinch of salt, and just rub. Again, like I said, just nipping with your thumb and your finger, getting the consistency in. The colder your ingredients, the better the pastry will become. You'll be tempted to get your palms in and squeeze it, but don't do it. Just take your time, incorporate the butter into the flour. You'll feel the consistency changing. Keep going, working into the cubes. The reason you cut the butter into cubes is just easier to incorporate into the flour. As you can see guys, the butter and the sugar and the salt have incorporated nicely into the flour. Now it's time to add a couple of teaspoons of ice water, well, tablespoons of ice water. This is basically cold water with a couple of ice cubes in it. Try not to overdo this, 3 should be enough. I use a fork at this stage because it's important not to angle the dough at this stage to give it a nice soft crumbly texture. So try and bring it together with the fork. As you can see, if you just add the water a bit at a time, you'll not overdo it because you want a nice doughy consistency without it overclagging. Because if you get it too sticky, it'll be hard to roll. See it sticking together nicely. Get your hand in there as gently as you can. Should just come together nicely. Clean the bowl. Should have no sticking texture to it. Just nice, lovely dough. Then what we're going to do, a little bit of, bring it together as softly as you can. As you can see, I'm just using my palm. I'm not squashing it together too much. Just gently. Squashing it down. Right guys, now what we're going to do with this, we're going to place it in the fridge for 20 minutes to let it firm up before we place it into the pie tin. I like to use a sealer bag. I don't like to put it into a bowl because I find it takes longer to get cold. If you just get all the air out of it, press it down. Press it out like that guys. Like I said, place that in the fridge for 10 minutes to 15, maybe 20 if you've got a soft pastry, and then we'll come back to it and roll it out. As you can see, it's hardened up, the butter's gone solid again. Basically we just solid it up so it gives it an easier rolling texture. It's had a good 10 minutes in the fridge guys. Now we're just going to give it a nice steady roll, 2 forward, 2 backwards. Put some more flour on my rolling pin so it doesn't stick. Nice and gentle. Spin the dough. Keep that going. 2 forward. Start from the middle. 2 back. The key to it is not go like that. Just roll it nice and gently. What you're looking for, a nice even texture. As you can see, the dough's nice and smooth, showing that it's not sticking to the bench. Keep it moving. Again, what we're looking for is about 1 pound. So we're looking for like 2 millimeters thickness. so it gives the nice thickness to the pastry when it's cooked. Spread it out, ensuring that it's not too thick in the middle. And what we'll do, you grab the front of the pastry, roll it back onto itself, bring a pre-greased tin, quiche tin to you, bring it up, roll it out nicely, and then as we do, we lift and press. Don't try and squash it in, you don't want to stretch the pastry, you lift and push the pastry into the side of the tin. This will stop the pastry from sinking during baking. Again, you go all the way around like that, lift your pastry, lift, you go right through, then once it's into the corners you press. So basically that's the key to it, pressing your pastry into the corners, not forcing it. You want to get it in there gently, but once it's in there, ensuring that it goes right up to the corner of the tin to give you a nice finish as well when it's baked. As you can see, and then flatten it out at the top so you know what you're doing. You know where the top of it is. Instead of having to use a knife, just go over the top of it with a rolling pin. Same again at this side. There you go, guys. Perfectly lined pastry tin. Right, let's get on with the Frangipane. This is just 125 grams of butter, 225 grams of sugar. Cream that together. The butter and the cream's been creamed together nicely. As you can see, it's got a lovely consistency to it. Now this is 125 grams of ground almonds and 30 grams of soft flour being sieved together. We're just going to incorporate that in. We're going to crack 2 eggs straight into it. And we're going to put some almond essence. Just put two caps with this because it's very strong. As you can see, we all make mistakes. That's 2 caps of that, and then what makes this difference, I'm going to put amaretto in there. Any almond liqueur can do. This said just to put 1 cap in, but if I'm honest, I like it to throw as much as you want. It depends how much you'd like to drink. And then cream that all together. Wish I had smell-o-vision now. This smells amazing. Oh wow, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Just cream that together gently. Use a wooden spoon for this. You don't want to be using a hand mixer or anything. You don't want air to put into this. Cream it together, fold it together nicely. The smell is beautiful. As you can see, guys, that's what you're looking for, a nice Frangipane. Then to the base. Try not to overfill this with jam. As you can see, I've not blind baked the pastry. You only need to blind bake something when it's got fruit or something like that in it. Although it's just jam, it's sugar, so it sits at the bottom of the pastry nice, so you can put it straight in the oven as it is. Like I said, you'd be tempted to put loads of jam in, but what I want you to remember is that jam is full of sugar. When it hits the oven, it boils out, so it absolutely makes your Frangipane look rubbish. Keep that to the side. Piling your Frangipane. Push it right up to the sides of the pastry. Get right up to the pastry there. As much up to the pastry as you can. You'll end up with gaps. few weeks I'll show you a really intense version of this, but for now I just want to show you not the basics but a nice one, because being from Yorkshire we have Bakewell on our doorstep, and the Bakewell pudding is a different beast altogether. So then we finish this off with some ground almonds, and that can be placed in a pre oven at 160 for 35 to 40 minutes. Right guys, as you can see, it's had 40 minutes in the oven and it's come out perfect. We've got a beautiful crispy pastry, we've got a lovely tan top. Now this is the finish. What I've done is I've just standard apricot jam, took it out of the jar, added some more amaretto because you can never have too much booze, and I put it in the microwave for a minute just so it softens and goes liquidy. Now what I'm going to do, the pie's still hot, I'm going to cake it with this on the top. This will give that sticky, ooh, I could eat some of that look, and that's what you're looking for. And as this cools, it will give the top a lovely sheen, and also it helps, if you're not eating the pie straight away, it will actually seal it and make it last a bit longer before it goes stale. But to be honest with you, once this is cooled, I don't think it'll last very long in my house. As you can see, it's got a lovely sheen to it now, changes the look of it altogether. Just gives it a nice look, and also it's a beautiful taste. It's got the amaretto and almond, amaretto with the almond liqueur, so that's an almond liqueur added to the apricot jam, and as you can see, it builds up that glaze and that sheen to it, and it'll just give it that luxurious feel when you eat it as well. It'll have a nice sticky top. That's the main thing when people eat it, put a smile on the face, which every chef loves. Oh wow. How beautiful is that? You can't tell me that is not a beautiful Bakewell tart. Right guys, we're gonna let that cool. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chef Earl. See you again.